Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Easy Chat English podcast. I'm Amelia, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Ethan. How's it going, Ethan?
Hi, Amelia. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm excited for today's episode because we're talking about something so important. Good habits for a healthy life. Everyone wants to live a healthier, happier life, right?
Definitely. And the great thing is that building a healthy lifestyle doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about making small changes and being consistent. It's amazing how simple habits can really impact your overall well-being.
Exactly. I know that for me, creating a regular routine has been life-changing. Once you start developing those good habits, it's like they become second nature, and before you know it, you're feeling better, more energetic, and more balanced.
That's so true. So today we're going to share some of our personal experiences with good habits and talk about how they can lead to a healthier life. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with one of the most important areas, healthy eating habits. I know this is something a lot of people struggle with, myself included, but making small changes in your diet can make a big difference.
Absolutely. I used to eat a lot of processed foods, but over time, I've learned to incorporate more whole foods into my meals, like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. It wasn't easy at first, but now I actually crave healthier foods.
That's amazing. I found that too, especially when it comes to portion control. I used to think that eating healthy meant giving up my favorite foods, but really it's more about balancing what you eat and being mindful of how much you're eating.
Exactly. You can still enjoy your favorite foods, but in moderation. For example, I've learned to cut back on sugary snacks and replace them with something more nutritious. Instead of reaching for a candy bar, I'll have some nuts or fruit, and that satisfies my sweet tooth without all the extra sugar.
That's a great tip. I also try to stick to a balanced diet, making sure I'm getting a variety of nutrients from different food groups. It helps me feel more energized and keeps my body in good shape.
And once you stick to those healthier eating habits, they really start to feel normal. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress.
Now let's talk about physical activity, another key part of living a healthy life. I'll be honest, I used to struggle with this one. But now that I've built a workout routine, I really see the benefits.
Same here. I used to skip exercise, but once I started doing regular cardio and strength training, I realized how much it improved both my physical and mental health. It really helps you feel more energized.
Definitely. For me, the hardest part was just getting started. But once I started seeing those positive changes, like feeling stronger, having more energy, and even sleeping better, it motivated me to keep going. Now, I make sure to stay active at least a few times a week.
That's so great. I try to mix it up. Sometimes I'll do yoga or go for a walk. It doesn't have to be an intense workout every day. Just getting moving makes a big difference. Plus, those endorphins from exercise really help improve my mood.
Yes, those feel-good endorphins are the best. And I think one important thing to remember is that it's not about getting into perfect shape right away. It's about keeping fit and making exercise part of your daily life.
Speaking of feeling good, let's talk about sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is crucial for maintaining a healthy life, but it's something a lot of us overlook.
I totally agree. I used to have terrible sleep habits, staying up late, scrolling through my phone in bed, and then wondering why I felt exhausted the next day. But once I started working on my sleep hygiene, things changed.
What changes did you make?
Well, for one, I established a bedtime routine. I try to unwind at least 30 minutes before bed. No screens, just reading or listening to music. And I make sure to go to bed at the same time every night to keep my circadian rhythm in check.
That's a great strategy. I've also found that reducing my screen time before bed really helps me recharge overnight. It's all about finding what works for you and making sleep a priority.
Exactly. When you prioritize rest, you'll notice a big difference in how you feel during the day. You're more focused, energized, and ready to take on the day. Another important part of a healthy life is taking care of your mental health. And one way to do that is by practicing mindfulness.
Yes, I've started doing meditation every morning, and it's made such a difference in my life. Just taking a few minutes to clear my mind and focus on the present helps me feel more calm and ready for whatever the day brings.
That's great. I've tried meditation too, and I find that it really helps with stress relief. I also do some deep breathing exercises when I'm feeling overwhelmed. It's a simple way to bring your focus back and reduce anxiety.
Absolutely. I think we sometimes forget that self-care isn't just about physical health. It's also about mental clarity and emotional well-being. Making time for mindfulness can make a huge difference.
Totally agree. It's something that takes practice, but once you make it a habit, it becomes easier to handle stress and stay focused.
Now let's talk about something that seems simple but is so important. Staying hydrated. Drinking enough water every day is essential for overall health.
Yes, I used to forget to drink water throughout the day, but now I make it a point to keep a water bottle with me at all times. It helps me stay hydrated and keeps my energy levels up.
That's a great habit. I found that drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning really helps me feel refreshed and ready for the day. It's an easy habit to start, and it makes a big difference.
Exactly. Hydration is key for so many things: your skin, digestion, even your mood. I've noticed that when I'm properly hydrated, I feel more alert and focused throughout the day.
It's one of those small changes that can have a big impact on your well-being. So, if you're listening to this, make sure you're drinking enough water.
Speaking of things that improve your well-being, let's talk about social connections. Having strong relationships is so important for a healthy life.
Definitely. I think we sometimes forget how much our relationships impact our mental and emotional health. For me, making time to nurture relationships with friends and family is something I always try to do.
I agree. It's easy to get caught up in work or other responsibilities, but having a strong support system can really make a difference. Whether it's having a coffee with a friend or calling a family member, those meaningful connections help you stay grounded and happy.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Just reaching out to check in with someone can help stay connected. It's a small effort that can make a big difference in your life and theirs. Now this is one that a lot of us need: digital detox. Taking breaks from screens can do wonders for your mental and physical health.
So true. I used to be glued to my phone all the time, especially on social media, but I realized it was affecting my focus and even my sleep. Now I make it a point to unplug for a little while every day.
That's a great idea. I do something similar. I've set limits on my screen time, especially in the evenings. It's amazing how much more relaxed I feel when I step away from the screen for a while.
Exactly. When I disconnect, I find that I'm able to focus better on other things, like reading, cooking, or just enjoying time with my family. It's a small change, but it has a big impact on my mental clarity. Finally, let's talk about reflection and gratitude. I found that taking a few moments each day to reflect on the positive things in my life has really helped me maintain a positive mindset.
Me too. I've started keeping a gratitude journal where I write down 3 things I'm grateful for every day. It's a simple habit, but it really helps me focus on the good and appreciate what I have.
That's such a great idea. I try to do something similar, whether it's reflecting at the end of the day or just taking a moment to count my blessings when things get stressful. It's amazing how that little bit of gratitude can really shift your perspective.
Exactly. And it doesn't take much time. Just a few minutes of reflection can make a big difference in your overall outlook.
So, there you have it, our top good habits for a healthy life. Hopefully, some of these ideas inspire you to make a few small changes in your own life.
Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress and staying motivated. Start with 1 or 2 habits and see how they improve your well-being over time.
Exactly. Small steps lead to big changes. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to stick to those good habits. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.